Hello and welcome to the daily guidance for Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. We're going to pull some oracle cards today, and then if I'm led to pull some tarot, I will, but let's see what we have. We're going to start with energy oracle. Message for Wednesday, October 5th, please. We have first chakra here, Archangel Michael. So this is the base chakra, the root. It is fear, working through fear. Taking action because you're afraid of what will or will not happen if you do or if you don't do something. Working from that energy, some of y'all. Be mindful if you're working from that energy because you're working from a very low vibration. So just know anything that comes from that will be low vibrational. And also understand that's energy you're giving out as well. And it has to come back to you. So this is why it's important to love what you do. Because if you wake up every morning to go to work, and you don't like what you do, and the only reason you're going to work is because you need to pay your bills. And if you don't pay your bills, you won't be able to live. So it's like the fear of not having enough is causing you to partake in an action that you are, by choice, engaging in. And as you're engaging in this action, you're sending out energy, you're giving out energy. And the energy you're giving out is that I don't like doing this, but I have to do it out of fear of losing, of not having enough. You're sending that energy to you. This is why it's so important to have your actions match your values. This is so important right now because many people feel like they're in a bind, but they're working from this vibration and wondering why things are not happening for them. And it's really cut and dry, but when you tell people things like this, they look at you like you're cold. But it's literally why you're dealing with the energies you're dealing with. Do things that you love. That's where you need to be right now. Anything else is just, at this point right now, like my tolerant level has gone up because I used to not be able to tolerate like hearing people like say things like this. So I'm very proud of myself, right? But it really is cut and dry. There's no other way to say it because this is when you have to face your fears. And this is what we're doing right now. We're facing our fears. So at this point, it's like, what are you willing to do to be a part of this shift? Because if you can't really, truly look at the actions you're taking and say, am I doing this out of fear? It's like self-worth here, self-worth issues here. That's what I'm getting. And these trigger very, very low vibrational responses from people, like from the ego. Because it's like, it's like the reflection that you give, that they get, right? Like if you tell them what they're reflecting to you, because they came to you with an issue, they start projecting. This is This is a very challenging vibration to be in and live in, because it's like not knowing your power, right? So this energy can get easily angry and frustrated. A lot of y'all got to do, you want to clear your aura of fear. We're tackling our fears right now. So you want to start asking yourself, what am I doing out of fear? What am I doing am I doing this because I'm fearful of what would happen if I stopped doing this? Like, this is so important right now. And wherever that takes you, wherever it leads you, you need to deal with that. So if, for example, I'm doing this not because I like it, but because I need the paycheck, and if I don't have the paycheck, then everything I have falls apart. Your attachment to everything you have, that's where you need to start looking. Not at, oh, I don't like this job, so I need to go look for another one. No, because after time, you're going to be at the same energy where you're doing it simply because you need to make a living. So you need to start looking at the root of the issue. This is root chakra, first chakra. Not trying to cut it off at the tip. Let me change jobs. Let me, ask for more money. Let me, it's like you're not dealing with the actual issue. The issue is your attachment to the things that you think make you feel secure. Is there another way for me to feel secure? Is there another way for me to be able to provide for my family while doing something and putting my energy into something that I love? Like, that's where we are. Let's see what we get with this. Because it's very hard. It's hard. Interacting, well, it's hard trying to bring clarity to a person's situation when they're dealing with this kind of situation. Because the root chakra is also like the victim consciousness, codependencies. This says bad health, and that's where it leads. So if you're dealing with any ailments, you're working out of low vibrational energies, and you want to start questioning what's causing this. Yeah, a lot of health issues will come up when you live your life off of this type of energy. This is some heavy energy. This is the kind of energy when the person walks in the room, they change the whole room shifts. And it's so strong. People's energy has been so strong lately, like, damn. With the amount of love, light work we've been doing lately and shifting and sending out the love vibration, to the collective. Because a lot of people are starting to really work through that love energy, which is beautiful. So when this kind of energy enters the room, it comes off very strong. Because they will stand out like a sore thumb. They as soon as they open their mouth, but as soon as they walk in the room, because you can just see it, body language, right? And they need our love the most, this kind of energy. So it's like you can't really run from them. Bad health here. Right now, pay attention to what you're eating. I mean, food is not food. I mean, listen, y'all gotta really take a look at what you're eating. Most of the things they're selling is bioengineered. It's just, your body doesn't even recognize it. Like, oh gosh. Many of the illnesses people are dealing with is because of what they're intaking, the stuff they're putting in your body. It's almost like the pharmaceutical companies work with the food industry, you know? I mean, food in itself is an addiction. All I'm going to say is it's time to start taking responsibility for what's happening in your life. And if you're not disciplined enough to start taking the necessary precautions, it's going to feel harder than it needs to be. That's what I'm going to say there, because it's getting real, y'all. We really gotta be aware of what we're doing and what it leads to, right? Message. I'm going to use the Moonology cards now. Anything here? Show the world the real you. Be real to yourself. That's another. People are not real to themselves out of fear of what others would say. Like, what about what you want? Really, just be real to yourself, okay? And hold your vision. Whatever it is you know you deserve, know that it's coming to you. Know that it already exists and that you'll have it. And bring love into the situation, exactly. You have to be able to work from a place of love, like giving to things you love, doing things that increases love in the world, in your life. Seeing things from a loving space. Be the love that you want to see in the world. Because a new start is coming. And you want to be in the love vibration. Because even when you're like sick, if you're working out of positive energy or higher vibrational energies, not fear, because if you're sick and you're working out of fear, you get more sick. If you're sick and you're working out of love, you get better. And as you give to things that you love, everything in your life changes for the better. So love is the answer. Love is the answer. And that's not being, overly positive. It's just, it literally is the truth. Okay? So let's get some of these. Boundaries. Haha, yep. Making sure you have healthy boundaries with the things that you give to? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And many people, when they're in that space of giving love, not realizing that overgiving is not helping you nor the person you're overgiving to. It enables certain behaviors from the person you're giving to, and then you deplete yourself. Knowing your boundaries and setting them and sticking to them, right? If you say, hey, listen, if this happens, if you do this, this is going to be what I do to protect myself. Make sure you stick by what you say. Whew. I feel like I need to get another one of these. Okay, courthouse is here. Courthouse has been coming out for a while. So I feel like final decisions being made. I mean, I know there's been some changes recently in Supreme Court decisions. But I'm getting like behind the scenes there are some things happening. Things being finalized that's going to affect everyone. Let me see what else is here. The official person. Some of y'all are about to go to the courthouse with your official person. Who did this come out for? This came out for someone, one of the signs. I think it was the earth element. So some of y'all may be about to bring love into the situation and make it like a legal binding contract, maybe. Somebody's about to get married. Justice of the peace to their official person. Yeah, I'm getting, another message, which is there are things happening behind the scenes, politically. Papers being signed, laws being changed. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So if you feel like you're at your wit's end, just know that that happened so that you can take a close look at your own life and what's happening, because it's supposed to help you blossom into a whole different space or energy. So this is like not being in that victim consciousness, like, why is this happening to me? You got to drop that. That's this low vibrational, like, it's happening. And what can I learn from this? What is it trying to show me? Being careful with trying to look for somebody to blame. We're out of that low consciousness, okay? We are out of that. It's one thing to, mention something that's actually relevant to what you're going through. And, that's not what I'm talking about. You can mention something or someone that played a role in your experience. But if it becomes about that thing and that person, and it's never about finding a resolution, right? Or coming to a space where you could say, okay, because I went through this with this person, now I see the world in this way, or I take these kind of actions, or it's changed me in this way. But if it's continuously about the external energy, You want to kind of look at that. Like, why is that how you process the information? And that's the issue with many people giving messages, on YouTube. It's like it keeps you focused on external energies. Why do I need to know what this person is feeling constantly? Why do I need to know what's going on in this person's life constantly, like daily? I'm bombarding myself with messages about external things to me. Moderation. Because it's not bad in itself. Those messages are not bad in themselves. But when that's all you're focusing on, when do you do the work on self? And then it encouraged blame of the other person. It's because of that person now I have this thing I have to heal. Learning to change your perspective and how you see a situation changes it changes your energy. But if it's still coming from these lower chakra, if you're analyzing energy or what you're going through those lower vibrations, yeah, you're going to feel heavy. That's some dense stuff there, like, yeah, it's going to, get ready to be patient for your new start. Because if you're not able to kind of change how you're getting information, how you're processing the information, how you see the information, Each person comes into your life to help you go through an experience. We are here to experience. We are here to experience. We're not here to get into an experience and then focus on the thing that we were experiencing with. You're in the experience. What can that teach you? And then move on. It's all the attachments that people are dealing with. The attachment to the person, the attachment to the emotion that came through that experience, the attachment to the thoughts that came through that experience. You stay in that experience. And you keep bringing back energies of that experience because now you're attaching to the experience as if it defines you. When it doesn't. It was just teaching you something. And once you learn what you're supposed to learn, you move on to the next experience, which is going to be another growth opportunity, which is why we're here, right? A new strategy is required, yes. Find the path of love and happiness, period. How long are you going to stand there in sorrow? Yes, take your time. We all need time to heal. Everyone do it on their own time. It's just eventually you got to pick yourself up. She's in that pretty dress. Pick yourself up. A new strategy. Many of you need a new strategy. The way, you're doing it. Some of you continuously go to places for guidance that really is not helping you. And the way I look at things, what can I do with this information that was just shared to me? If my answer is absolutely nothing, it's like, why? Why would I come back? You all need to learn to empower yourself or attract guidance that will empower you. Something that you can literally implement in your life. Knowing that someone's thinking about you and they're dreaming about you and they wish that you were back and they regret. That's like fluff. If it's a mention in the message, okay, cool. But making it wholesome. And many people are attracted to just feeling good. Oh, the ego, those lower vibrations. Feed my ego. Yes, they messed me up. They were so mean to me. They're going to get their karma. y'all need to really stop with this stuff, because we're at that point where it's like you need to start taking a close look at what you're allowing to enter you. All that stuff changes you. Words are vibration. It goes into you. You feel it. It energizes you. Or it depletes you. What are you listening to? What are you believing? What are you interacting with? What are you engaging in? What are you entertaining? It's really time to go within. It's time to ask yourself questions. Like, I need to ask myself, what can I do with this? There is absolutely nothing I can do with this. I just sat down in a 30-minute message, and there's nothing I can do with this. All I know is what someone's feeling. This is why many of y'all are in these lower timelines, and you're cycling through. It's like people keeping you in the past. And you really got to ask yourself, how does this help me? This first chakra energy, if you're not understanding how you're feeding it every day because of the things you're taking in and you're entertaining and you're partaking in, with this energy showing up today as the first card, many of y'all need to start taking a look at the things that are causing you to basically pick up lower vibrational energies. Some of y'all, it may be people in your life, official, who are like play a dominant role in your life. So this could be boss, this could be spouse, this could be immediate family members that you see every day, roommates, things like that. People you're in contracts with the courthouse here. And then also your health. Take a look at your health. It's causing bad health. Stress, a lot of you. A new strategy is required, okay? You are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. Y'all, it's time to step out of the comfort zone and do what makes you happy. It's time to be free. It's time to free yourself. And this energy keeps you in line. If you didn't see my Timeline Wars video, I uploaded it on October the 1st. Check it out. It's time to step out. It's time to be you. It's time to be you. Okay, let me see if anything else comes out. Let's use the Be You cards. Some of y'all are caught up in drama at the bottom here and don't know how to get out of it. I am ready for the magic. That needs to be your energy right now. This is high vibrational. Show me what you're working with, world. Show me. Show me what you're working with. This needs to be your mantra. I'm ready for the magic. Show me. You got to be yourself. You a little crazy, maybe. You're unique. Be brave. And be ready for the magic. Show the world the real you. Hold your vision. There's a new start coming. So that's where we are. All right, so we're done here. I honestly feel like, because a lot of y'all going to need this. I feel like as more and more people start understanding what's truly happening here, take your power back. Take back control of your life. Set healthy boundaries. Don't look at things happening to you. Understand that they're happening for you. Start taking care of yourself. Start being more disciplined. You know, sometimes you have to do things that you don't really want to do, but you know that it supports you, so you do it. That's discipline. A new strategy. A new strategy. Because a lot of you're going to have to be patient until you're able to really put in a new strategy, okay? Well, I guess I could pull one tarot. Let's see. One tarot card. A new strategy. One tarot for advice. Page of Swords. Pay attention to the information you're intaking. The messages. Those things that you're entertaining online, social media. The information that you believe. The places you go to for messages, for guidance. This isn't an information battle. Like literally, it's the stuff you are intaking that's really, or you don't take, right? And how you take it. There's so much to this. So send out love, to everyone, to yourself. Call your energy back to you every night before you go to bed. Ask that it is transformed, it's healed, it's blessed. But call it back to you. And ask that you are led to the messages that can help you. And you'll see a lot of those things won't show up in your thread anymore. But if you are entertaining things that really is keeping you in this lower vibration, you want to kind of take a look at that. It's the information y'all are taking in that's keeping y'all in certain energies. Because that stuff that you're taking in becomes your thoughts. It becomes a part of who you are. Okay? So that's the message. And I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all on Friday.